Hi lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your support. If this is your first time, kindly help us by hitting on that red icon to subscribe. Also touch the notification bell to be the first to be notified whenever I upload a new video. So now today's class we shall be looking at how to make a buff sleeve. Okay, but first of all we'll be drafting out the basic sleeve. So we use that to cut the buff. Okay, all right. So the first thing to do is for you to determine the length of your sleeve. So for this I'll be working with 12 inches. Okay, I'll be working with 12 inches. So here now I'll just make a straight line here. So the next thing to do is for us to determine our cap's height, which is the breast divided by 12 plus half. Okay, so here the one I'm working with is 4 inches. So the cap's height I'm working for this sleeve is 4 inches. So here I will mark my 4 inches. Then I will make a straight line here. So on this point now, you impute your armhole measurement. So the armhole I'm working with here is 9 inches. Then here I will also include my allowance. So I'll be adding just half an inch for allowance. Okay, just remember that this is your pattern. You can as well ignore the allowances, or you can just place it on your material and just cut it out straight. Okay, instead of adding up allowance to it. Okay, so the next thing I will do now is for me to determine what I have from this my 9 inches here to this point. So I'll just place my tape this way. Okay, so as you can see, from those points now to this my 9 inches, which is the armhole, I have 5 inches. So I will just mark the midpoint, which is 5 inches. All right, so from those 5 inches now I will go ahead to, can as well just make a straight line here. Okay, so from this point now you go this way, connect to the midpoint. Okay, then from this then you connect to this point. All right, so here you have your cap's height. Okay, so at this junction now you impute your circumference of the sleeve. So here we have our 8 inches and we have our 12 inches. So if you are working for a longer sleeve of either 15 inches or to a long sleeve, which is usually 22 or 23 inches, you also impute that. But for this, we'll be stopping at those 12 inches. Okay. So here at those 8 inches now, when you measure your 8 inches, you check the circumference of it, and whatever thing you have, you divide it by 2. So for this one I'm working with, I have 14 inches. So when I divide it into 2, I'll be having 7 inches. So here I will impute the 7 inches at those 8 inches. You can as well make a straight line here, 7 inches. Then I'll add 1.5 inches for seam allowance. Okay, so at this 12 inches now, I have my 12 inches. So here I will impute 6 inches and I will add 1.5 inches. So whatever thing you have, make sure you divide it by 2. So with this now, I'll go ahead to connect this. So at this junction we have our sleeve. So I'll just go ahead now and cut this out. So we'll proceed on using this now to cut out the above sleeve. So after cutting it out, we have this. So the next thing for us to do now is to place this here. Okay, the body will be the same thing. Where we have to make some touches is at the upper layer. Okay, so here now it's strictly on how buff you want your sleeve to be. You can add 3 inches, you can add 5 inches. Okay, is depends on what you want. So for this I'll be adding only 3 inches at this upper part. Okay, so what I have here is 3 inches. Okay, all right. Okay, so at the junction also I'm going to be measuring this part from this upper part like so to this our 9 inches. So what I have here is 11.5. So I will look for the midpoint of this 11.5 and I have 5.75. So I'll mark this 5.75 now. And I can as well make a straight line here from this point. Okay, so I'll go ahead also to do my connections. If you have your French curve, it will be more easier for you to get this curves instead of just free sketching. But if you are good at sketching, you can also do this and get what you want. So I'll go ahead now to get this shape also. All right. So I can go ahead to remove those pins. So here now I'm going to sketch out this and cut this out. And here we have our buff sleeve. So at the end of the day, we have this. So now you can go ahead and determine how you want here to be attached on your sleeve. So it's either you pleat it as you are fixing it, you are pleating it this way, okay, or you make a loose stitch here, then make a small gather. Okay, just make a small gather this way. So that at the end of the day, you'll be having something like this. So as you can see, it's so simple. So thank you so much for watching till the end. Till we meet in my next class. Love you all. Bye.